Now, there are two methods we're going to look at for solving equations, and you need to decide on the method that works best for you. In other words, the method you find easiest that always gets you the correct answer. Now, the first method we're going to look at is the balance method, and the equation we're going to use for that is this one here, 5x plus 3 equals 13. Now, the balance method works on the principle that whatever you do to one side of the equation, you do to the other. So when it comes to solving this one here, the first thing we want to get rid of is this plus 3. And we essentially get rid of that from both sides. So we do the opposite, which is to subtract 3. Because remember, the balance method means we do the same to both sides. Well, if I subtract 3 from the left-hand side, I'll be left with 5x. And if I subtract 3 from the right-hand side, I'll be left with 10. So now I'm solving 5x equal to 10. And remember, 5x means 5 multiplied by x. So in order to eliminate that from the right-hand side, I would do the opposite, which is to divide by 5. And remember, do the same to the right-hand side. So this will leave me with x on its own on the left-hand side, and 10 divided by 5 gives us our answer of 2. So the next method we're going to look at is called the reverse method. Now, the equation we're going to use it for here is this one, 14 equals 3a minus 2. Now, don't be put off by the fact that the letter is on the right-hand side of the equation in this particular example, because the method is exactly the same. So the reverse method involves looking at what is being done to the letter, and then in order to work out what that letter is worth, we perform the reverse operation. So if we take a look here, our a has been multiplied by 3 and then had 2 subtracted from it. Now, if I want to do the reverse operation of that, I will need to add 2 and then divide by 3. And I perform this reverse operation on the number that is on the other side of the equal sign, in this case, 14. So the first thing I will do is 14 add 2, which gives me 16. And then, as the reverse method tells me, I'm going to divide by 3. Now, you'll be able to see that 16 divided by 3 doesn't give you a whole number answer. So in this case, it's simplest to leave it as a fraction. So we would leave it as 16 over 3. So our value for a, we will write as a mixed number, and 16 over 3 becomes 5 1/3. The next equation we'll look at is this one here, f divided by 4 plus 7 equals 3. Now I'm going to use the balance method again for this one. So when we look at the equation, remember, we want to remove these parts of the equation on the left-hand side, and we do the same, remember, to both sides. So the first thing I want to get rid of is this plus 7 here on the left-hand side. So the opposite of that is to subtract 7, and remember, we do it to both sides. So if I remove 7 from here, I'm just left with f divided by 4. And on my right-hand side, be careful with the negative numbers, 3 subtract 7 gives me an answer of minus 4. So the last part I need to do is to get rid of this divide by 4. And I hope you're all happy with the fact that this means f divided by 4. So the opposite of that will be to multiply both sides by 4, which will leave me with f on my left-hand side, and minus 4 multiplied by 4 gives me an answer of minus 16. So let's look at another example now, and this time we'll use the reverse method again, and we'll look at this equation here, 4s minus 1 equals 8. So remember, the reverse method involves us looking at what is being done to the letter and then doing the reverse operations on it. So here we are multiplying by 4, then subtracting 1. So the reverse of that would be to add 1 and then divide by 4. And we perform that operation on the number that's on its own. So in this case, it would be the 8. So 8 plus 1, first of all, gives us 9. And then we're going to divide by 4, which you'll notice doesn't go in exactly. So we could write it as 9 over 4. However, it's good practice to write it as a mixed number. So our final answer will therefore be that S equals 2 1/4. So we've got a slightly more complicated equation this time, and we're going to use the balance method in order to solve it. And it's 5w plus 2 over 3 equals 4. Now you'll notice that this line goes all the way under my 5w plus 2, which means that everything on the top is being divided by 3. So the balance method, remember, involves looking at what we need to remove, doing the opposite, and making sure we always do it to both sides. So the first thing I need to remove is this divide by 3, because remember, everything on top is being divided by it. So the opposite of divide by 3 is to multiply by 3, and we'll do that to both sides. So by multiplying by 3, we get rid of that divide by 3 on the bottom, so it will leave us with 5w plus 2. And on our right-hand side, 4 multiplied by 3 gives us 12. That's the first step done. Now we need to remove this plus 2, and the opposite of that would be to subtract 2. Again, doing it to both sides as the balance method tells us to. 5w plus 2, if I remove that 2, leaves me with 5w. And 12 subtract 2 leaves me with 10. So now we're into our final line of working out. We need to remove that 5. Well, at the moment, it's 5 multiplied by w. So the opposite of multiplying by 5 is to divide by 5. And doing it to both sides will give us a final answer of w equals 2. So let's look at another equation, and again we're going to solve it using the balance method. This time we have 3r plus 5 equal to minus 4. So there's negative numbers in here, so we need to be very careful with those. But the balance method, remember, is always the same. We look at what we need to get rid of and do the opposite. So if I want to get rid of plus 5, I have to subtract 5 from both sides, which would leave me with 3r on the left-hand side. And this is where we need to be careful. Minus 4 subtract another 5 will give us minus 9. And then the final thing we need to do is to divide both sides by 3. And that will leave me with a final answer of r equal to minus 3. In our final example, we're going to use the reverse method, and it's for this equation here, r over 5 plus 3 equals minus 1. So remember how the reverse method works. We look at what's being done to our letter and then perform the reverse operation on that number that's on its own on the other side of the equal sign. So here, what's being done to my letter R is I'm dividing by 5 and then I'm adding 3. So if I perform the reverse of that, well, I'm going to subtract 3 and then multiply by 5. And I perform this operation on this number here, minus 1. So first thing I'm going to do, well, I need to do minus 1, subtract 3, which will give me, again, be careful with those negative numbers, minus 4. And then I'm going to multiply by 5, and minus 4 multiplied by 5 gives me minus 20. So my final answer will be written as R equals minus 20. Now remember, you don't need to learn both the balance and reverse method for solving equations. You need to find the one that works best for you. And that will be the one that you find easiest to understand and the one that always gives you the correct answer when you use it. So take the time to maybe go back over this clip and look at the equations and practice each of them with the method you find most suitable for you.